Hi guys, um, I'm back again. I just saw the video response from Andalita on my reading, and I'm really glad she liked it. But as I was watching, it reminded me I was going to make a video again. Here, this one, um, about my readings. Uh, I have no problem reading for anybody. And y'all know this, I really don't have much of a problem. It's just when I can get to it, I can get to it. And y'all know basically my general requirements. Um, but with all of the talk of tarot and the readings, it brought up an interesting thought or controversy that I thought we should discuss. Um, I hear from many pagans. Many pagans you'll hear always saying how it is wrong to charge for readings. And to an extent, I completely understand this. However, at some level, there has to come a point where you have to get some sort of break away from it. There is a time where you need, you know, that lifted off your head, your mind. And so, what I'm trying to say is, say for example, I don't think I've had that many readings to do in the past before to really, or not recently anyway, to be able to have to really do this, but many readers on here have read for a while, and consequently have had to end the readings because of many people bombarding them with requests. Normally we wouldn't care, but like we said, when we make it a little difficult to be able to read for everybody, it just becomes overloading for us because it breaks into our time, our lives. It becomes quite stressing. We have to worry, okay, I have to get this reading for this person, I have to do this for that person, and we are really glad to do it. But pardon me. It becomes a stress. It really does. I personally enjoy reading for people. I love seeing their expressions. My expressions, when I see their expressions, are really overboard because I never knew I was that accurate. But that's why I'm here, because I want to find out how accurate I am, what needs improving, what I need to improve on. And, but I just generally enjoy doing it. Now, when a witch should charge, or a pagan, a reader of any material should ever charge, is the question. And really, I know of witches who have charged and who do charge, and some who do not. But then again, when I weigh it, you look at the ones who do not charge, and they don't read all the time. They read once in a blue moon for somebody, and then you look at the ones who do charge, and they're there constantly reading for somebody. They love it. I mean, it's a job that we all love. I love it. But it just becomes overbearing. So, they say we shouldn't charge, or it is said that we shouldn't charge, but really, when is that breaking point where we should? I mean, would it be right to do it part-time? Make it a full-time job? I'm not saying you would charge buku's amount of money for a reading, no. Me personally, what I would love to do, if I could possibly ever do this, is maybe read at the Renaissance fairs. I think that would be wonderful. I would love that so much. Or Pagan Pride. I'd love to do that. But you really wouldn't be able to do that because you have no money income. So when you'd have to live solely off of that. Now, like I said, whether one should become full-time or not is the question, because is it right? Do they become full-time? I've heard of many witches Lori Cabot, for example, is the official witch of Salem. She is she does many readings for people, psychic readings, psychic mediums. She has her own coven, but really, and she's a full-time witch, and there are other full-time witches in Salem, and elsewhere. I would love to be able to do what they do, but they have to have themselves a money inflow, and if it wasn't for them owning their own shops, like Lori Cabot, she would not have a money income. And I'm willing to bet you 100% she charges. Now, where did the whole idea of to charge or not to charge come from? Understandably, yes. It came from the idea that we receive the messages and it is quite self-centered to hold it back, withhold that information to them. Understandably, yes. Which is why when I read, I am very blunt. If I see something, I will tell you. Excuse me. But, you know, and as well, yeah, we do need to give that information to you full-heartedly, but it becomes overbearing. And since we love doing it, what would be the wrong in really taking that to the fullest extent? I'm not saying charge $50 an hour or a minute. That would be overkill. I know of people who make quite a bit of money doing so. Probably more so than they need. But, nobody in particular. I'm not saying nobody in particular, but, my whole thing is added up here too. What I'm trying to say is I hopefully will be trying to make my own site profile on Keen.com. I will be reading there as a tarot consultant. I don't know much else. That's all I'll be able to do. So yeah, when and if I get that up, it's just, I'm juggling it right now. I'm basically the fool on the edge of the cliff. Taking that first step. Would I jump into it and commit it as a full job? Not yet. I've heard of people making quite a bit of money doing that as well, even though Keen does take its own percentage. Long story short, I need y'all's opinion, honest opinion, and really consider this, because there becomes a time, like now in an economic difficulties, when there's no other source of money income. What do we do? Just a thought. I would really love some video responses, some comments down at the bottom. So please, like I said, leave comments, and hope everybody has a wonderful and blessed rest of the week. Bye.